Man, that sucks. I had a really nice video. Made a very nice video. I was very happy with it, and then halfway through after I uploaded, I think I got like 12 views, and then I deleted it because as I was examining it, I realized that my fucking name was on this chair. And that's a violation of OPSEC. When you're or operations security for military people. Man, I was just, so I'll make a quick reiteration of the video. Today, I've been enjoying my 3-day weekend. It's freaking awesome, man. I was offered overtime for all 3 days, but man, I'll leave that to the married guys because I am just not that motivated. I could have gotten overtime, and the only thing that I would have done is ended up paying more taxes. So my project for the day today was to build this little console. My dad had this console, this little shelving thing in his workshop, and he's been slowly giving me his tools, which is pretty cool, like this big bench grinder and that drill press, and and the table saw. That's his too. So basically, a lot of his workshop is now in the garage here, so it's a lot quicker and easier for him to get to. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so anyway, this console, I'll be able to, whenever I need a drill press or the bench grinders, I can just pull it out of the corner and roll it wherever I want it to be, and then plug it in and go to town and do what I need to do. I got a little extra shelf space here, and then I'll put 2 shelves down below here and here, so I will have some extra storage space here too. I'll probably put it like right here. So yeah, good times. I also took the door off of the ox cart, and I'm sure you guys know that the ox is my nickname for the little riding lawn tractor. Anyway, this is it right here. Then I got some clevis pins, and I'll install a little quick release thing so I can mount it back on when I need to dump compost into the backyard or something. And but when I have it off, it's much easier to load heavy things like my log splitter that I've had in the garage in the way, and I loaded it on the ox cart, and then I put it in the in the garden shed where it belongs. The thing's been in the garage for 3 years since I moved here, and silly me, it's just been taking up space that I could have used. So yeah, I've been clearing the garage out a little bit. I'll get these batteries into the batteries and my solar panels and everything. Hook those up into the shed and probably pop this thing onto the roof, and then I'll have a little backup power generation facility. If we have, all these people in the prepper community, they're kind of going ape shit about this Hebrew holiday tradition thing that is called the Shemitah, and it's supposed to be some kind of giant economic meltdown. And if that's the case, it's right on time, because we are certainly due for one. Every 7 or 8 years, we drop into another recession. I've told you guys that many a time, but basically, and I've talked about how I, my strategies for dealing with the economic downturn and profiting by it. Just thought I'd throw that all out there, and but if what occurs, if like real crazy shit happens this month, it's better to just have cash. So I haven't purchased. Well, I purchased a little silver a couple weeks ago, but I'm not going to be buying any more this month. And then I'll just keep as much cash as possible instead, and money in the bank and stuff. So yeah. What else? I mentioned in the last video, the one that I fucked up, that I had spoken. I think I spoke to a Japanese woman. Her English was not very good, and it was in a video that was about Japan, talking about how human trafficking and how Japanese girls are being bought, and which is complete bullshit. In Japan, they have these girls who dress up like high school girls or something, and then they charge money to guys to like walk around the block with them and talk to them and shit. Oh my God. That's just wrong and sad and disgusting and pathetic. Imagine these poor guys who are so dependent on females to have some happiness. Oh my God. How lonely would you have to be? How agonized would you have to be to pay some dumb bimbo to walk around town with you and talk to you? Oh my God. That's just fucking... I actually feel a little sick physically thinking about that. Those poor fucking guys, man. And everybody was like, oh, those guys are predators. They're taking advantage of these innocent young girls, and that's crap. Ugh. And these innocent young girls they've probably been laid more than the guys. And they're making money off of the situation. And then I basically commented in the video that the problem is that women are having a hard time finding husbands because men in Japan, 60% of them are what they call grass eaters, and then I went on to describe that. And then I had a Japanese woman, because the English was not very good in the comment. She was saying something about, something about, but how will the nation go on if if men aren't marrying, right? And then I had to tell her that, man, if the man's life is... If the man has a choice of having a really crappy life and a family, or a good life and no family, it's perfectly understandable that he will choose not to have a family. And the guy, and then I wanted to describe the Japanese marriage thing, where the man is expected to work his 60 or 70 hour week and then turn his wages over to the wife, his whole paycheck, and she just turns around and gives him a little allowance or something, like he was in high school or some shit. And then if she gets tired and she wants to sleep with other men, or tired of him, and she can then he's expected to basically live in a room in the house and basically continue paying paying all the bills. And that is just complete fucking crap, man. Yeah, that's there. And then, so that's perfectly understandable why men are choosing not to do that shit. and she was, and I went on to say something like, if a sense of duty can only push a guy so far, and before it breaks, basically. If he has a choice of having a really crappy life, totally being abused and used, or not. A large percentage of them are just going to say, no, I'm not going to do it. So, yeah, if I can find that link, I'll send the link, because the video was kind of weird. It was like really totally, it was like, oh, these poor girls who are having to deal with these perverted old men who come to ogle them or some shit, and it's just fucking pathetic. So anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. I got one more day off. Thank goodness. And I think I'll do a little yard work tomorrow, maybe some shredding, and yeah, good times. Those golden plums got ripe, and man, are they tasty. But I discovered to my displeasure that I can only eat about 5. Any more than that, and bad things happen. Well, I think it's about the end of my day, so I'll go ahead and post this. And this video wasn't as good as the other one, but, well, it doesn't have any security breaches in it, so later.